The mailbox door sticks. You pull it open anyway. One envelope, pre-approval letter, 90 days before your 29th birthday. You and your partner make $97,000 combined. $54,000 from you, $43,000 from her. Two incomes, filed jointly for the first time. The letter says $410,000. You expected $330,000. You read the number twice. Your thumb moves over it like it might change. The shift. You stop counting paychecks. You start counting the gap. Gerald sees the listing on your phone before you've said a word about it. He whistles low, says you're finally living like adults. He doesn't ask what the payment will be. He asks when you're moving. You don't correct him. You put the phone back in your pocket. That night you run the math on a napkin. Combined income times the lender's multiplier. The number the bank sees isn't the number either of you actually takes home. It's bigger, and it's been bigger this whole time, sitting there unused until two signatures unlocked it. Your partner doesn't see the napkin. You fold it once and leave it under your keys. Lenders, landlords, and dealerships don't price your life against either income. They price it against the combined number, the one that only exists on paper, the one neither paycheck alone could carry. Two incomes, one leak. You don't know where it is yet. You just know the house is bigger than the math. Diane spreads the pay stub flat on your kitchen table. Two columns, yours, hers. A second income is never taxed from zero. It's taxed from wherever the first one left off. She points to the bracket line. Your household's top marginal rate hits her paycheck first, before a single deduction lands. $43,000 gross. She slides her finger down the column. $31,212. That's what the second income actually costs once you subtract her piece of the tax, the after-school program, the gas for the extra commute, the clothes the job requires that the old one didn't. You do the subtraction twice. The number doesn't move. The shift. You stop thinking of the second income as extra. You start thinking of it as already spent. Diane doesn't say anything about how that should make you feel. She just closes the laptop and starts loading the dishwasher. You sit there with the pay stub. Your jaw doesn't move. You don't reach for your phone. Your partner walks in, sees the papers, asks what you found. You say, nothing bad, which isn't a lie and isn't the whole truth either. That night you lie awake doing the math a third time, like a fourth pass might change the answer. Two incomes, one leak. You know where it is now. You just don't know what to do with knowing. Your brother's laptop sits open on his counter. Unemployment portal, same tab, 3 days running. 11 weeks since the layoff. His severance covered 5. You sit across from him while he scrolls job boards with one thumb. His other hand taps the counter. 4 beats. Stop. 4 beats again. You ask if he needs anything. He says no without looking up. That night you run his numbers against yours. 1 income gone, 3 weeks of savings to cover it. You and your partner have 2 incomes, and when you do the same math on your own household, you find the same 3 weeks. Income doubles fast. Margin doesn't double at all unless someone forces it to. You sit with that on your kitchen floor, back against the cabinet, calculator app open on your phone. This is where you nearly fold. One night you almost ask your partner to drop to part-time. Not to build security, just to make the number on the screen smaller, quieter, easier to stop looking at. You type the text, you don't send it. 2 incomes, 1 leak. You delete the draft instead. Your thumb hovers over send for 4 full seconds first. The shift. You stop measuring the household by what comes in. You start measuring it by what's left. Your brother gets a call back in week 12. You don't tell him what almost happened at your kitchen table. He wouldn't ask, and you wouldn't say. Security isn't the number you earn. It's the distance between that number and what you spend. You and your partner write the number down before the lifestyle gets a vote. $4,800 a year. Move the morning each paycheck lands, before either of you sees the balance. $400 a month. untouched for 6 months before either of you mentions it out loud. Gerald sees the new truck in your driveway, not yours, his, and brings up the listing again, says you could afford more now, asks why you're still driving the same car from before the merge. You don't explain the $31,212. You don't mention the napkin, the pay stub, the 4 seconds your thumb spent over send. You just shrug. He talks about financing terms for a while. You let him. The mailbox door sticks. You pull it open anyway. No pre-approval letter this time. A bank statement. The savings line up $2,400 since January. 2 incomes. 1 leak. You know exactly where it was. You know exactly what it cost to close it. You stand at the same mailbox from the morning you turned 29, holding paper that doesn't ask anything of you. The gap that almost broke you is the same gap that's holding now. Nothing about that feels like winning. It just feels like Tuesday. The next video is every level of investing from $100 to your first $1 million. Subscribe. You're already in it.